welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're keeping warm and the weather isn't being too much of a pain for you. Yeah, God, time's flying, isn't it? Blimey, it's nearly the end of January. Well, you'll probably see this when it is the end of January. It'll be the 31st. So, my goodness, it's flying by. And we've got to make the most of it, haven't we? When the time just goes so quick. So this week I definitely do. And I go to visit my friend in Lincoln who lives with her pets. She's got 3 cats and one adorable little dog. She's got a lot of different breeds in her, but part of her is a King Charles Spaniel. So she's got those big eyes. She's jet black, big eyes. Oh, she's just adorable. So yes, so I do a bit of filming, not quite as much as I'd like to have done, but I think, to be honest, I was getting on Alison's nerves getting the camera out all the time. So yeah, I didn't do quite as much, but I hope you like what I did do. Plus, it was freezing. It was so cold. I mean, it probably doesn't come across how cold it is because it was flipping freezing the whole time. But anyway, yeah, so that was fun. And, you know, I think it was more fun because I didn't drink. And in the past, I would have gone and drunk an awful lot and probably been sick, and it wouldn't have been so good. But this time, because of dry January, I didn't, and I didn't miss it. Honestly, I think I had a better time because I didn't do it. So, you know, it's good. I'm finally learning. Hey, God, old dog knew tricks. Who said they couldn't teach one? I'm learning. So that's good. What else do I do? I finish off my Veronica painting, I'm pretty sure. And I paint some more little things, little people. So, yes, so let's just get on with it. And I'll see you at the other end. See you in a bit. Good morning. It's Monday morning and it's freezing. It's so cold, but it's actually raining as well. So, you know, that'll probably turn into snow or sleet or something horrible later on. Sorry about the noise. Bailey is in his usual position. I don't know what it is. It's just, he knows I start setting things up and he's like, oh, that must be cue for me. I don't know. Very naughty. I just want to say I'm going to do some painting this morning. Just finish this off a bit because I need to do a bit more, add a bit more, you know, a bit more here. She's, I think, her neck and everything was looking a bit too thin. But I just want to say that this weekend, so I went to Jan's, to her lovely cafe gallery space in Ludlow, and we had a chat, and I've agreed to, I want to do this, I want to sort of have a little exhibition there. After me saying I'm not doing exhibitions, I knew this would happen, I knew, but it's not quite the same. It's more of a solo show type of thing, and it's going to be good. So, you know, I'm going at it with reframed expectations. So, but the thing is, what I wanted to say was, and I don't know if you're like this, I'm the type of person who, if the phone rings, I don't really want to answer it because I don't know who it's going to be, and I might end up agreeing to something or saying something that, you know, because I just feel under pressure. And I'm also the type of person that a bit of a, you know, people pleaser. You know, so I agree to things when in my head I'm thinking, do I really want to? Okay, yeah, I'll do it. And then afterwards I'll be thinking, oh God, why did I say that? And this happened when I was seeing Jan, because I agreed to do something in March, and then knowing at the time I've also agreed to do something else in March, and I gave it a second's thought and just went, oh no, I can cope, I can do it, but do both things. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Sorry, I've just moved him over here because he's moving the thing. There we go. He's going to come back. He's like scooting across the floor. Oh, anyway, So I agreed to do this, and because it was there and then, it was one of those things, you know, when someone sort of says, oh, let's do it now, let's just put it in the diary now. And I was like, yes, let's do that. And I was still, you know, aware of this thing in March, but I agreed to March. Part of my head, it's that whole, I've got a very small, sensible part of my head that is like banging on the glass, going, no, don't do it, say another date. But then the stupid sensible part of my brain just goes, yeah, all right, then I'll do it on the March. And afterwards, you know, I was excited. I want to do this, and I'm excited about it. But afterwards, I was suddenly thinking of the logistics and the how much work I've got and what I want to do. And because I'm doing two things, I'm suddenly like, why have I done this? I've now committed to two things in March. So really, effectively, it only gives me like February, and that's not too long. So, and I don't want to do things in a rush. You know, I don't want to be like that anymore. I just want to just go, I'll do it in my good time, and I'll do it thoughtfully, and I'll try and do it so it fits in with the space. And I think that's really what I want to do, because her cafe is lovely, and I really want to create some pieces that will look really good in her space. So yeah, so after seeing her on Saturday and agreeing to that, and then having all night to think about it, and then the first thing I thought about when I woke up on Sunday was, what am I going to do? It's too much. I've decided I've agreed on too much. It's just, and I just thought, oh, and then so instead of picking up the phone, I sent her a message, and I was speaking to Jason about it. He said, oh, you really should just speak to her. You know, tell her what you're thinking, tell her your thoughts. And I know this, but part of me is just, I'll just write a letter, I'll just write it, and then she doesn't, so I'm not putting her on the spot, because then she might be like me and go, no, that's okay, and then afterwards go, oh my God, no, it's not okay. So, you know, I'm kind of, I get tied up in knots with the decisions that I make. So in the end, because then I sent this message and I was waiting for her to reply. And of course she was doing other things. She's not sitting waiting for me to send her a message. So, you know, so I'm just thinking, it's on my mind a lot. And I'm just like, for God's sake, just ring her. Just ring her. And I rang her, and it was the most marvellous conversation. She's such a lovely woman and so understanding. And she herself said that she had sort of put herself in a bit of a position as well with somebody else. And it turns out someone might want to swap the dates, and it will all be fine. And it was such a relief. And I just thought I wanted to share this with you, because if you're a bit like me and a bit rubbish with communicating, and, you know, not sort of picking up the phone or talking directly when really you ought to, I urge you to just pick up the phone and talk, because it just saves a lot of brain ache, you know, a lot of the anxiety and the thing is, you fill in the gaps. When I do this, you know, I sent her a message, and then I act out in my mind how she's gonna react, and what she's thinking, and how she thinks I'm so unprofessional, and really harsh things, when really she wouldn't be thinking that. You know, and isn't that right, Bailey? Bailey agrees. He says it's about time you just man up, pick up the phone. Oh dear, it's so annoying. But so yes, so I want to share that with you. And if you've got any doubts about things, communications that just need pushing forward and putting an end to, or just resolving, I urge you today to pick up the phone and just speak to that person, because they are going to be, hopefully, sort of similar to you. You're dealing with them, so hopefully they will be as thoughtful as you, and as understanding, you know. It's terrible, isn't it? We just sort of create these barriers and these... Oh. So, yes, lesson learned over the weekend. I'm 55, I should know these things, but I do know these things by now. But you know, the bigger part of my brain that seems to be in charge, it's avoidance tactics. It's just avoidance, you know. So anyway, I'm going to crack on with her for a bit. Can you hear? Sorry, that noise you can hear in the background is the nebulizer 2000. It's doing some of the sculptures that I made on Fridays, giving them a little dry out. So hopefully this afternoon I'll be able to paint some of them. So that's exciting. So yes, I'm going to get on with that, and hopefully it'll warm up a bit in here. I think. Oh dear. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. I'm getting on with it. Stop waffling about the weather. So I'm going to stop there for now and go and get some soup because it's really cold, and I need to warm up a bit, and hopefully when I come back it'll be warmer in here. But I'm kind of moving things around a bit and trying to get her, you know, sort of, she was sort of a bit floaty, so I want to make her a bit more, what's the word, solid, you know, and colouring everything. Brighten up these magpies, and yeah, but I'm enjoying it. She's going well. It's nice. I'm listening to a different audio book now. It's one you get free, and I didn't know this, and if you don't know this, when you join Audible, you actually get free books, and if you just put in the search bar included in membership, it'll bring up all the books that you can listen to for free, which is fantastic because I have spent a fortune on audiobooks, and they are great, but it's nice to, it's sort of a way of sort of listening to other authors, you know. It gives you a chance to have a taster of other people, because I tend to stick to once I find one I like, I stick to that religiously. So, you know, it's a chance to sort of listen to different ones. Anyway, I'm going to go in now because I'm very cold. Look at my nails. Oh, they look awful. I tell you what, I like the colour still, but as soon as I put it on the next day, it starts chipping off. And that's the thing, it's a bit high maintenance, isn't it, to look so glamorous? Oh dear. Anyway. So here we are on a Tuesday morning, and I've boxed up the Dachshund, Stanley, all paid for, really good, really pleased. The courier's booked, so he should be coming today, so I'm going to keep an ear out for him. And I've decided I need to just stop. So I'm going to carry on. What am I like? So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to finish some things because I've got too many things sort of half finished, and I don't like it. It makes me feel unsettled. Do you get like this? You know, it's a sort of spinning plate thing, and I kind of been jumping from one to the other, and I really don't like it. So I'm going to finish some things off today. I'm not going to make anything else. I'm just going to finish things. And then, and I've got that Veronica painting that I need to finish as well, and I'm nearly there, so that'll be good. But I just need to just stop and make a plan, because I've got some things planned for March, and I want to sort of think about that. And so everything I do from now on is going to be more intentional, rather than just, oh, I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to do that, and now I'm over there. I'm going to be more sort of, you know, focused, because I think that'll just help my brain. I don't know. I don't know if it's menopause, probably has got something to do with it, but I do feel really scatty. You know, I just think overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed because there's too many things happening, and I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. So I'm going to just have a day of finishing things. So without any more chat, I'm just going to get on with it. Right, so it's nearly 5:30 in the afternoon, and I haven't got nearly as much done as I anticipated, which is a bit annoying because you know, I wanted to clear things out of the way. Sorry, Bailey's doing as usual. Yeah, so but I'm quite pleased with her. She's looking quite good, quite happy, isn't she, in a way? But and the magpies, he's got a bit of a square head. But I haven't finished him yet, so I'll finish him, and they just need to fill in the jumper and have a bit of shadow. Then I'm pretty much there. I might give the background another coat, and then we'll call it a day, I think. But yeah, no, I'm quite pleased with her. She's looking happy-ish. I'm happy though, because on Thursday I'm getting my hair cut. I'm going to have a little trim. And I'm going to get it lightened at the back because I can't bear it. When I edit my videos, I see the back of my head and it's like I've got two haircuts. It's like two hair colours, you know, and not in a good way. So I want it all to be the same, excuse me, same sort of colour. Sorry, I've just got to get the ball for him. Oh, now I've thrown it over there. He won't be able to get it. Hold on a minute. Yes, sorry about that. So, so Thursday I'm getting my hair cut, and then Friday I'm going to Lincoln to stay with my friend Alison for a bit. And it'll be lovely because I haven't actually stayed with her for ages. We're well overdue a visit. So, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I love Lincoln. So I'll take you with me, hopefully, and show you some bits of Lincoln because it's lovely. It's so arty. And we're going to probably go to a garden centre or something like that. That'd be nice. She's got a little dog. And lots of cats. So, so that would be nice. And then on Sunday, we're going to see Jenny and Claire at the theatre. No less. So that's going to be really good. So I'm looking forward to that. And that'd be just nice to get away for a bit. So so it's going to be a quick week. So I think that's why I'm feeling like I'm pressurising myself a bit, you know. I need to sort of just get on it. So I'm going to try and finish her now before I go in and feed the dogs. Let's see what we can do. It is such a lovely day. It's even warmed up a bit. It was raining this morning, but look at it now. Daisy's down her favourite little dip. She often puts the ball sort of on the edge and then she goes down and she knocks it down there. It's all part of the fun, isn't it? Oh. Come on, Days. She can't hear me. Come on in, let's go. Let's go. What is she doing? Why is she doing that? She's a funny girl, isn't she? She's having a good old sniff. Oh dear, she's going to be falling down there backwards in a minute. Come on, let's go. God. Oh, look at it, it's still quite misty. But it's beautiful. It's a really lovely light. Really lovely. Let's go off down here. This is the way to the rotunda, which is a great viewing spot over the gorge. here I am on a Wednesday, a wet Wednesday morning. Woke up early again. Jason left this morning and he leaves to go down south really early, which often wakes me up. And some of the time I can't get back to sleep, but I did this morning and it was lovely. And then my alarm went off at 5:30 and I turned it off and carried on sleeping and woke up about 7:15. But that's the beauty of working for yourself. So that's really good. So I'm doing, I've taken the dogs out. It's stopped raining, so that's quite good. And I'm now doing a bit of computery stuff. But I had quite a result last night because I made that little Veronica. I put her on my Insta page and someone wanted to buy her. And someone is buying her, has bought her, and so I'm going to post her today. So it's so much my plans about having her on the wall to go upstairs, but I can always do another one. And I can, this, I think, if you're an artist, let me know, do you have lots of lovely paintings in your house? Or do you end up making paintings, thinking I'll put that in the house, and then you sell it and you don't have it in the house? So I kind of, I've got some of my work in the house just because why not? But I'm not even that keen on it. And it's, not everything sings to me, and not everything I make kind of makes me want to have it like framed on the wall or anything. And that's the thing, it's subjective, isn't it? So it's, I love these little things, but I probably wouldn't have these in the house, but somebody would. And that's, I can't love everything I make is what I'm trying to say. So that doesn't really matter that I haven't got, but it just means that I just don't have a lot of lovely art. I would like to buy, I did buy something last weekend from Jan Austin. Bought one of her little pieces and I'm going to put it in our bathroom so you can sit in the bath and look at it. I thought it'd be nice. So, so I have a few things, but they're only little because, pennies are rare, aren't they? So it's nice having original work, but then I don't mind having prints and cards and all that as well. So it's nice to mix it up. So anyway, I'm going to do some computery stuff and then maybe had a little fiddle with Veronica and her magpies. But I think she's sort of almost there. She might be there. I might just go, that's enough. And then I'm going to paint these guys and maybe finish off my dog sculpture that you can't quite see here. I might finish, excuse me sniffing. I'm a very sniffy person. I don't know, you might have noticed this. I am very sniffy. In the winter, I have a lot of colds and things like that. And then in the summer, I have a lot of hay fever. So I'm constantly a sniffy person. But so I might finish him off. And then I'm going to make a plan about what I'm going to do next. I'm not going to rush it because what I do is I get an idea and I'm like chasing butterflies, I just sort of go, oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. And then, oh, I'm going to do this. And then and I'm all over the place. So I'm going to just make a plan. That's my plan, to make a plan. And then I'll sort of know what I'm doing. But anyway, I'm going to get on with this now. Notice anything different? I've had a haircut. I keep looking at the screen because I'm quite liking it. I've had it cut, just a little trim and a lighten. So look at the back. It's probably the first and last time you're going to see it looking nice. But I'm really pleased. You've done such a nice job. Do you know what? I love hairdressers that visit you at home. I just think it's the best. It's the best thing for people like me who don't want to sit in front of a mirror looking at myself for hours on end. It's so good. And she's so lovely. Her name's Emma and I don't know what her surname is, but it's only the second time she's come and she's fantastic. So I thoroughly recommend it. You want to, if you're the type of person who doesn't like all the the faff that goes into going to the hairdressers, then I thoroughly recommend searching out a local hairdresser. Very good, very pleased, very happy. So that's all good, and I'm just, it's like I'm running in treacle today. I can't sort of get going. So I still need to do my little people. So I'm gonna paint these and just paint the edges of my Veronica painting. I'm looking at her now and I'm thinking she looks a bit too pink. So I might just have a little adjust on her face. But yeah, I'm going to do that. But firstly, I'm going to get Bailey up because he's having a whine at me. You might not be able to hear it. Hopefully you can't. Bless him. Anyway, yes, let's get on with that. So I'm stopping here with 2 for Joy because I keep faffing with it. And I need to just sort of draw a line under it. I keep seeing things. You know when something sticks out that doesn't read well, it just sort of all should flow, and you know something might jar, like the lips. At the moment I'm looking at that bit now and her lips, but I just want to stop faffing because you know it's I could do it all day and I haven't got all day to do it in. So I'm going to stop there, but I'm quite pleased with her. I think she looks almost joyful. Just about, you know. I quite like that. I like that, you know, not full on, but just sort of, she could possibly find a little bit of joy with 2 magpies. Magpies, I was thinking about it. Someone else was saying that on Instagram mentioned that they have basically a phobia of magpies. It's not a phobia because it was more, you know, the poem or whatever it is, you know, 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for girl, 4 for a boy, 5, and then I forget what the rest of it is. But she was saying that it sort of began to rule her life, and it can ruin her day if she only sees 1 or something. So, you know, it's bad, isn't it? You could take these things to sort of quite sort of hard extremes. I think that's it. You can't, your brain just can really work against you. But just thinking of magpies though, when I used to live in a little flat in Staines many years ago, I loved that flat though. Oh, it was lovely. It was so small, but it was mine. I loved it. Anyway, I remember driving off to work, and it was kind of like where I lived there was quite a lot of trees and things. And as I was driving off, I looked in the mirror and I saw 2 magpies attacking a little sparrow. And yeah, I didn't do anything. I should have reversed over them. I'd have hit the sparrow. But anyway, it's just horrible. I just think of that, you know, those magpies just being so evil. Birds are evil. When I lived in another place, and there was a lake at the bottom of. I live in lovely places, trees, lakes, but this was lovely. It's in Weybridge. It was very posh. We were renting. There was like about 4 of us in a house. It was chaos, but fun. Yeah, and at the bottom of the garden there was a pond, and we used to get the Canadian geese. Oh my word, they'd come and poop all over the garden. But we'd had geese and swans and ducks, and they were vicious. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. The ducks were horrible, the geese, all of them. They're all just having a go at each other constantly. But like people in a way, put them in the wrong environment, they can be horrible. So yeah, oh, I've gone off on a tangent. Anyway, that's it. So I'm finishing with this. I'm just going to paint the edges again, give them another coat. And I've got a bit of a line here. I don't know whether, can you see that? You can probably see that. I might go over that one more time as well, because it was just where I gessoed, a bit of a line came through. So then I sanded it back and it's even more obvious. So I might just give that a little bit more of a coat. But I'll just do the edges. I just thought I'd do them the same colour as the painting. So, you know, or just merges in, and then it can be framed and, you know, have whatever around it. I think that'd be quite nice in a black frame. But I'm quite pleased with this one. It's quite a nice start. Oh my goodness, I keep looking at her eyes thinking, oh, that's wrong. That looks wrong. Leave it. Don't look at her eyes. Anyway, it's this one here. That one, see, it looks all right there. That one is looking up like that. That one is looking at me. So that's a bit weird, isn't it? We've got funny eyes. So really I should cover that one up and make that one look at me. Maybe bring it down a fraction. Or shall I just leave her with the funny eyes? I don't know. Stay tuned. Comments below. I don't know. Oh, I want a faff now. I want a faff. I'm going to faff. God. It's Friday afternoon. I'm in the car because I'm in Lincoln. How excited. I am absolutely dying for a wee. So I need to just pop into the co-op, and then hopefully my friend Alison, I'm going to go visit her. So hopefully she'll be in and I can go for a wee. God, I've got to go. I've been in the car for like 2.5 hours now. So, you know, you can imagine a big coffee when I left. What a bad idea. Anyway. Well, I hope you've got a good a good idea of Lincoln. Oh, I'm very disappointed in myself, but hopefully we've made a a conscious decision to meet up a lot more often. So hopefully I'll go there again and be able to film a lot more. It'll be nice to go in the summer or even in the spring, when the weather's a bit nicer. But anyway, that's it for today. Before I go, I've just got to say sorry about my editing. I need to just watch how much I say, because I think I'm giving too much away. I say too many things. It's becoming, this is turning into like my confessional. When I start talking, I can't help just saying things that you don't need to hear, So yeah, so the editing might be a bit rough on this one, but it is what it is. Bailey's been ever so good. Did you notice there was not an awful lot of whining towards the end of this one? Because I've taken the bed away and he seems to have accepted it, and he's just sort of I don't know if it's because I've been away and he's just being a lot nicer. He's appreciating me being back. I don't know, big myself up a bit there. But he's been ever so good, aren't you? You're such a good boy. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now, and say thanks again for all your comments. Oh, I love it. This is great fun. I'm enjoying making this so much. So do leave a comment, say hi, tell me where you're from. If you're from Lincoln, I'd love to know. It would be quite good actually, because next time I go, it would be nice to have some recommendations if anyone can recommend somewhere that they've been to. Oh, and talking of recommendations, books. I had loads of recommendations for new books to read, so I really appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm going to be I should really just go to Weatherspoons. Weatherspoons? Hello! Waterstones, the bookshop, not Weatherspoons. God, maybe that's my subconscious wanting a drink. What do you think? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Stop waffling. Oh, I'll put you down and say I'll see you next week. Don't forget, cheeky thumbs up. Thank you, and subscribe if you like this kind of thing, and comment if you have something to say, you want to say hello. Only nice comments are accepted. Thank you. It's been good so far. So remember, we're all sensitive souls, aren't we? So be kind, and if you can't be kind, then just don't bother. All right, so thanks ever so much. See you next week. Take care of yourself. See you soon then. Bye.